Dude, I can't get that anything out of my mind right now.
That was fucking beautiful.
Like,
It was...
Like, how can a genius think of, like, adding hardstyle to such a peaceful song and creating a fucking masterpiece?
I thank him for it. It was...
Whoever made that, I'm gonna look it up right now.
That was the light of my night so far.
And holy shit, what's up with these passing cars?
I don't know. There's a billion of them, dude. It keeps just coming.
DJ Mans.
DJ Mans.
Thank you so much for making this song.
Thanks for that hardstyle cover of Only Time by Enya.
I wish that was our theme song, but I don't want to get copyrighted. So.
Well, I mean, our copyright wouldn't be with whoever owns that Enya song. It would be with DJ Man.
Oh, because DJ Man definitely would not like us taking his song. Well, welcome everybody. This is episode 9 of the Leftover Fruit Podcast. My name is Bruce.
And my name is Trevor.
And there is quite a lot of stuff we got to talk about, especially with what happened on Thursday, which was the Nintendo Switch event.
Yes,
We'll save that for later. So I just want to quickly skip. Jesus Christ!
It doesn't stop. There's a billion fucking cars coming. There has to the intersection down there's got to be like closed or something, or
that's stupid.
Some kind of pile up or something. Someone better be dead, is what I'm saying.
I know. This is ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna start out with Platinum Games. Now, Platinum Games is known for a lot of. I wouldn't say a lot, but a decent amount of games. Like Bayonetta, which was good. They also made, I didn't know this, but Transformers Devastation. I heard it was okay. And the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game.
Teenage Mutant, got it.
It's okay. And they were also responsible for making a game for Microsoft called Scalebound.
Yeah, that...
Scalebound.
That's actually what I had brought up here on my phone too, is a little bit of not just about Scalebound, but just about how poorly Microsoft handles their third parties nowadays. But yeah, let's talk about Scalebound first. And
let's start with this. Scalebound was announced in E3 of 2014.
Yes,
that was 3 years ago.
I remember seeing it and I'm thinking like, that looks pretty cool.
It looks like an interesting game, right?
Yep.
And no release date. Either that or it got delayed. And then...
everything was kept hush-hush.
Yeah, everyone went dark on it. 2016, they showed more gameplay. It looked nice. I mean... that's
debatable. Some people have been saying it looked really rough, but it's really in the eye of the beholder at that point.
I mean, I thought it looked nice.
Yeah. My only qualms, I looked at the trailer, and my only problem with it was the health bars. They looked very plain, simple. Didn't fit with the rest of the game.
Well, my friend, you worry no more, because that game's not coming out anymore.
Nope.
It got canceled.
Got canceled. Just
Microsoft Games announced that it was canceled. So if you were stoked for that, I'm sorry. Too bad. Sad.
Microsoft was basically like, yeah, fuck you guys.
We're just going to stick with our Halos and Crackdowns.
Yeah, they're turning into Nintendo.
It's a darn shame.
Nintendo's branching out, getting third-party support and bringing in more IPs, and Microsoft is closing off their different IPs and going to just their several core games.
I'm not going to lie. Their exclusive games are not that great.
No, they're not.
It's just mainly what? Gears of War. Fucking shit.
It's literally, I bet everyone can hear this on the microphone. It's car after car after car.
It's like we're outside New York.
Seriously,
we're like on
this is
Main
a residential fucking street. There's a line. There's a line. There's a line of 12 fucking cars. The lights go all the way back.
This is very bad for our episode.
Seriously. Okay, here's the last one in this line, but there's going to be another line. No, more people turning. What is this? Did they detour this way?
This sucks.
What is...
Okay, what were you saying?
The cars shoved it out of my head. I was just talking about how Microsoft is making some bad choices.
Yeah, they are known for making bad choices. Oh yeah, their exclusives are mainly just like what Gears of War,
Halo,
Forza, just war and vehicles, war and cars. I mean, that's all there is when it comes to exclusives, and yet American fans just love that shit.
Do they though?
A lot of Xbox fans
but that's Xbox fans. I was going to say
beat off to that.
I was going to say in like you said American fans.
Well, I didn't mean like American. I meant like Xbox fans.
Yeah, because I was going to say because PS4 is the current leading console. Mm-hmm. So obviously they're not the majority, and there's more cars, by the way, if you can hear them. There's another line by us. But what really solidified it for me that I was just thinking, oh, Scalebound got canceled. Whooped. I mean, it looked interesting when I saw it. I wasn't too into it, mostly because I don't own an Xbox One. I went with PS4 this generation, but then I started seeing like threads pop up about it on like Reddit, and I have one open right now that really showed me there's just been several. This isn't the first time Microsoft was just like, well, and pulled the rug out from under a developer. There's been several games recently, and there's one in particular that showcases how just fucking bananas Microsoft is when dealing with their third-party developers. And it was for a game called Phantom Dust. Phantom Dust. It was E3. It was either E3 20. It was E3 2015, I believe, or 2014. That they showed a trailer. 2014, I believe. They showed a trailer for this game. It's a remake of an older game. Apparently, it had a fan base. People were like, "Oh, this looks cool," and stuff like that. I don't even remember seeing the trailer for it. Of course, I think I missed Xbox's conference in the 2014 E3. I just watched like trailers after the fact on YouTube. That's how I saw Scalebound. Mm-hmm. But this game was originally announced as a remake for they're stopped. They're bumper to bumper. They're bumper to bumper. This entire street is filled with a line of cars. And look, they're honking. They're honking. This is a residential street. What the fuck?
This is horrible. Oh wow.
What is happening? I kind of want to run down to the intersection to see. I guarantee some car flipped over or something. Someone hit someone.
You can check if you want.
Well, no, not right now.
I mean, if we end it, like it'll probably like they're already cleared up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't need to see a flipped over car that badly to to put our podcast on pause just so I can satiate my macabre.
What happened? Like. But do you want to see it very badly or Vera Bradley?
Vera Bradley?
Like that's the big question.
No, neither of the two. I'm just annoyed that it's diverting all these cars this way. So yeah, as I was saying, a game called Phantom Dust. It was a remake of another game, an earlier game. Don't know exactly the time period it came out. Sometime in the 90s. Mm-hmm. And they started with. It was originally going to be a multiplayer only title.
Oh, that's always great.
With a $5 million budget, and then out of the blue, a Microsoft executive who was during an interview. Microsoft came to them and said, "We think single player campaigns are where it's at now too. So we need one of those as well, but we're not giving you more money."
So it's basically like, yeah, you're stuck with what you get. Mm-hmm. And suck one.
Basically, yeah. They said, okay, here's $5 million to make a multiplayer only tile. Okay, that's a moderate amount that can maybe cover the costs. Mm-hmm. Oh, but now we want a single player campaign as well, and we're not going to pay you more for the game. We're not going to fund the game anymore. So you've got $5 million to make a single player campaign as well as the full multiplayer that you originally were going to make. And they were like, what the fuck? And the studio, that dude, radio is too loud. The studio that was making this was a studio called Darkside, and they were a small studio that had promise, and they were like, okay, you know what, we're not going to give up. We're going to just try to make this to show them what we can. But even though it kind of seems like Microsoft doesn't have faith in us, but we're gonna tough this out, and we're gonna consistently try to get them to shell out a little bit more cash. So they do that. They keep working on it, and then at some point during an interview, some Microsoft executive is talking to someone. They bring up Phantom Dust, and this executive says, "Oh yeah, this game's going to be a 30-hour JRPG."
What?
Yeah. Oh, I left out the best part. Well, first of all, yeah, that's a big fuck you. But also, while they were working on this game and didn't have any form of like showable material to show anyone at E3 2015 or whatever, they played a trailer for the game, a fully pre-rendered trailer that the studio didn't make. They hired an outside company to make a trailer for this game pre-rendered, and then they showed it all without telling the developer who was making this game.
Wow.
And and of course, what ended up happening was the game was canceled and the studio went out of business because of all this fuck up. It just shows that Microsoft,
they don't care.
Yeah, basically.
Especially when it comes to indie game developers, they do not give a shit about indie developers at all.
Well, it wasn't
they say
really
that they
indie
do.
developer.
I know that they're not an indie developer, but I'm talking about like another example with Xbox and indie developers, because I watched a movie a while ago called Indie Game the Movie.
Yes.
And it was about a story behind, I think, 2 or 3 people.
It was behind
one of them was Phil Fish. I remember
Phil Fish and the 2 dudes
that made
Super Meat Boy, as well, and the guy who made Braid.
Yeah.
It was those 3.
It looked tough.
Yeah.
Working with Microsoft, because they are not the kind of people that would take indie gaming too lightly.
Like the scene where the day that Super Meat Boy was supposed to release and their game wasn't on the store.
Yeah, they were
on release day. Yeah. Because they were missing crucial sales.
It was horrible. It was bad.
That's a good movie, by the way. Anyone who wants to watch that, Indie Game the Movie.
It's a good documentary.
Yeah.
And then with like Phil Fish and then his demo of Rez, just like not Rez, it was Fez. There we go. It was just fucking up over and over again, so we had to like restart it over.
Phil Fish is this
but then
weird.
Then again, Phil Fish is kind of like a dick too.
Yeah, he's this weird enigma that really did what a lot of people actually wish they could do, when basically say, fuck it, fuck you guys, I'm out. And just quit cold turkey the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just said, all right, not happening anymore, bye, and actually meant it.
Oh, with Fez 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just quit developing altogether. Fez 2 he stopped development on Fez 2 and he stopped making fucking games.
Wow.
At least as far as I'm concerned. I don't know, maybe he's tried to make something else, but as far as I know, he just said, fuck it, this isn't worth it. I hate all you fuckers, basically, and peaced out.
And just left.
Yeah.
He's got balls. I gotta admit that.
He's got balls and a mouth on him.
Yeah. But he is a piece of shit.
Yep. He is not a ideal person. From all I know, of course, I don't know the dude personally. I can't make a full judgment on it, but from what I've heard, he is a right asshole.
He's a right asshole.
Right asshole.
Oh,
as opposed
to
the left one. Left one's more caring and considerate of other people's feelings.
Oh, I see. All right. Okay, I'm gonna talk about TwitchCon now.
Okay.
Now, recently,
I didn't see anything.
Okay, so recently, Twitch announced the location of the 3rd annual TwitchCon. Mm-hmm. The first one was near their headquarters in San Francisco, and then last year's, the 2nd annual TwitchCon, was in San Diego. Mm-hmm. Now, can you guess where the 3rd annual TwitchCon is going to be held at this year?
Los Angeles?
Not quite.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Where?
Long Beach, California.
Who the fuck wants to go to Long Beach?
Exactly.
No one wants to go to Long Beach. People who don't live in California who may be listening to this, stay away from Long Beach.
There's nothing great about Long Beach.
There's no reason to ever go to Long Beach unless you want to go see the Queen Mary. And then you're there for a couple hours and you're like, Oh, I walked around on a ship for a day. The coolest thing they had, I don't know if they still have it, was the fucking ghost tour on the Queen Mary. That was the only reason. Other than that, well, actually, I shouldn't say that.
They had the ghost tour during Halloween.
There's one other reason to go to Long Beach.
And what is that?
It's the Getty Villa.
Isn't the Getty Villa? Isn't that the place where hobbits live?
Yeah, dude. They got posters all over the place.
Oh
Bilbo and Pippin.
Oh my god.
And Samwise Gamgee. No,
that
the
place
Getty
is real.
Yeah, it is. It is. I commune with hobbits daily. No, but the Getty Villa is a really cool place to go. They moved an entire Roman villa, like stone by stone, into the fucking hills above Long Beach. And,
so it's like Signal Hill, so to say?
It's a very beautiful place. It got an herb garden. There's artifacts from ancient Rome and stuff. It's really cool to go to. I went there when I was taking art classes in college, and it's a really cool place. I'd say that's the only reason to go to Long Beach. Queen Mary is not even that great, but if you can go there because it's a tourist trap. Other than that, stay the fuck away from Long Beach. I'm sorry, people who live in Long Beach, but Long Beach sucks.
I mean, I know it's your hood. I got nothing to say. This was all him.
I'm sorry.
I didn't even say anything.
Well, no, you agreed with me in the beginning.
Oh yeah, Long Beach does suck.
Yeah.
But I didn't say to anyone that lives in Long Beach, it sucks. In my personal opinion.
I said sorry to anyone who lives in Long Beach.
Yeah, sucks.
I'm sure that there's other cool things about Long Beach, and I just don't know because I don't live in Long Beach. But I've been to Long Beach multiple times, and I've never enjoyed my time there except for when I went to the Getty Villa. So, from an outsider perspective,
it's like, I mean, I feel bad for the people who live in like the East Coast or in Europe or practically in another continent that love going to TwitchCon, that go every year, and it's gonna suck for them because they have to go to Long Beach of all places, and yet they think, oh, Long Beach, it can't be that bad.
It's got beach in the name.
It's got beach. Obviously, it's gonna be great.
No, it's terrible.
You know where that is? That's an area where they have like what?
Industrial harbors and
one of the biggest docks.
Yeah, like
around?
Literally, you think you're going to go sit on the beach. You're not. You're going to go look at a bunch of cranes taking shipping containers off of oily, dirty-ass boats.
And I was talking about this with my coworker a while ago. It's like, there are so many other places that they could go.
Yes.
Besides Long Beach. Hell, you can even fucking put it in Ontario. That would have been fine. I don't even care. That's a lot better than Long Beach. In LA, sure, you'd have it in the convention center. Mm-hmm. That's where all the other conventions happen. WonderCon also happened in the.
They wanted to be different.
Yeah, they wanted to be a little different or save money.
But how do you go from San Francisco, which is I've never been to San Francisco. I want to go, and I imagine San Francisco is a pretty awesome fucking place to go, especially for if you're like a convention. It's got that kind of like, whoa, this is like a wacky kind of town. It's got
a wacky vibe to it.
Yeah, it's got a wacky vibe to it.
Welcoming feel.
That's great for like visiting, for going to a convention and then just seeing the sights around. San Francisco sounds like a fucking amazing place.
San Diego, same thing.
San Diego
feels welcoming.
San Diego, I have been to many times, and I fucking love that city. San Diego is literally one of the best cities in California. If you ever come fucking to California, go to San Diego. It's great. Everything there's great.
If you remember what he said, if you ever want to go fucking in California,
San Diego.
Go start fucking in San Diego.
Start fucking jacking in in San Diego. San Diego is a great fucking place.
Do you love autoerotic asphyxiation? Go do it in San Diego.
San Diego.
You'll have a great time.
Had a great time.
Now, compared to the three cities, Long Beach isn't really considered one of the friendliest out of the three.
No.
Not by a long shot. Okay?
That's such a weird choice.
Like, they could even put it in Anaheim next to Disneyland.
Seriously?
That would have been like that would be the best of both worlds.
What did they think? What's their venue option in Long Beach? I'm sure they've probably got some venue and someone's screaming it at me right now, but
just think about it.
Just where are they gonna fucking have it?
I know there's the
Are
Long
they
Beach
expecting
there.
like 25 people to come?
I know there's the Long Beach Convention Center, but I don't think that's a great place. It's near the Pike. That's all I know. It's still in a touristy area.
Yeah.
I mean, there is the Aquarium of the Pacific that's like nearby, but that's it.
That's it.
Queen Mary, Aquarium of the Pacific,
And the Gettyville.
the Pike outlets, Gettyville.
Getty Villa.
Getty
not
Villa.
Ville.
You said I thought you just said Gettyville and then you just stopped.
No, Getty Villa.
Then that's it. That's all you have. I mean, yeah, you could drive anywhere you want to like Disneyland since it's close, but
That is true.
I'm just proving a point. Having it in Long Beach, not the greatest idea.
Exactly. Anyone who visits there is not going to want to stay in Long Beach. It is convenient that Long Beach is connected to all these much better places and not that far of a drive. So you can pretty much go anywhere around Long Beach and you'll find great places to go. But in Long Beach,
Nothing.
again, coming from an outsider's perspective that admittedly may be completely ignorant, there's nothing. So...
Absolutely nothing. And
Absolutely nothing.
might I add, there might be some cases of like theft. I'm not going to lie. I have a feeling there's going to be some cases of that.
I'm sure there's
that's a
cases of
given.
theft all the time in any convention. Just when that mass of people comes together,
True, but
there's always people to steal. But
this is Long Beach we're talking about.
yeah, this is
they
Long
don't
Beach
fuck
we're talking
around.
about.
This is the real deal. So to anyone that's going to TwitchCon this year,
Be safe.
yeah, stay safe.
And
just stay in the touristy areas.
Bring your DSs or something so you're not bored out of your minds.
And if you still play Pokemon Go, the Pike is actually well known for a lot of people for showing up. I mean, at least they did before.
Yeah,
Now it's like it's kind of empty.
there's still.
But
some
it's still
people
nice
that
to
go.
walk around. There's still some people that play, but it's nice to walk around once in a while. Okay, moving on. We're going to talk about the Nintendo Switch presentation.
Yes.
I was super stoked on it. My internet died out on me. At
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it did at like 7:30.
Oh,
Like
okay. Before
a half
it
an hour
started.
before it started.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, well, fuck. What am I going to do? So I had to do my last resort and drive to a Starbucks. Waited in my car just so I could go watch it on my phone.
Oh shit.
That's how excited I was to watch this damn thing.
Not gonna lie, after seeing the presentation, because I watched it as well, I got a little excited. As I went, you can look at past podcasts to see and stuff. I'm not a Nintendo fanboy by any sense of the word, and I was a little, and I'm still okay, still a little hesitant about the hardware specs and all the seeming like 2.5 times faster docked than undocked, that whole shit. So I'm still a little hesitant about that, but after seeing the presentation, I thought that maybe I'd like to buy the console. So
Crazy how a 1 hour presentation can change a man from going, I'm not getting this, to I think now is the time to switch.
God, don't do that. I couldn't
Switch.
stand that. I couldn't stand that.
I thought that was funny.
Ugh.
I just started laughing at that. Okay, so I'm going to list everything that, most of the stuff that he talked about.
Mm-hmm.
And some of it is not very impressive,
Yeah.
which is kind of a given. And it's launching on March 3rd of this year.
Yep, soon.
And side note, it's funny due to the fact that it's coming out before Persona 5. That made me laugh. But they did say it was coming out in spring, but I wasn't expecting it to come out in March.
What are
okay?
you going to do when Persona 5 actually does release? You're not going to have anything to compare to the launch
I
date
wouldn't
anymore.
even compare to anything because I'd be too busy playing the game. I'm going to get lost into it. But we're not talking about that right now.
God,
we're talking about the Switch.
I hope for your sake that it's great. That it's a great
I know
Persona.
I know it's going to be great.
See, that's the mentality of someone who is setting themselves up for a fall. But okay.
No, you take your bullshit out of here. It's going to be a great game.
Yeah.
All right? It's a given. Now, the Switch is launching on March 3rd, and its price in the US is $299, which is
Pretty reasonable.
it's not that bad. The PS4 is $300. I mean, yeah, $300.
Well,
now, but before it wasn't.
like 400.
Yeah,
That launch
the
was
Xbox
like 400.
One nowadays is like what, also $300
Yeah.
or $250.
Everyone lowered down to it.
So they lowered down to reasonable prices, and Nintendo started out strong with the pricing. Online services will be free shortly after launch, and it will become a paid service in the fall.
That interested me. That made me think, did they make their multiplayer systems not fucking suck?
Yeah, because the Wii U's
Is terrible.
Their online functionality was crap.
Online functionality and Nintendo get along like oil and water. It doesn't. It doesn't mix.
It doesn't.
And the stupid friend code bullshit and stuff like that. So when I heard, at first they were like, oh, it's going to be free. And I was like, ugh. And then it was like, for a trial period after launch, I was like, and then it goes to a paid subscription format. I was like, huh. I like this. This is good. Everyone who's angry at paying more money, shut up. This is good. This is how you get... Oh, go ahead. What?
I mean, I bet the people that are complaining are like kids that have like no money.
It always is.
No job.
It's always the younger people who don't have jobs, who can't pay for this
How
for themselves.
dare you make me pay for it? And then they say too, the online services, it's only going to affect the Switch. It does not affect the Wii U or the 3DS. So it's like, shut up.
Which further makes me think it's a different multiplayer system.
It's completely different.
And
so it's not going to affect you.
And for those of you who are complaining, one, get a job. Two, this is how you get good multiplayer systems. This is how you get a good platform for multiplayer games, is you have them, being able to fund their patches and their work on that fucking platform.
Nintendo wasn't known for patches and platforming.
No.
Like, they're not.
They're not.
They were never known for that. What you see is what you get. Okay, here's the thing that really impressed me the most. I mean, the Switch will be region free, so we can play any game from any region.
Yep.
Welcome to the modern age, Nintendo.
Yeah, seriously.
Where have you been?
Yeah, you like that. I was like, oh, now they're finally playing catch up to Xbox One and PS4, which aren't region locked.
Like, where have you been, guys? Since when? The N64? They changed their ways on the PS3 and the 360. What the fuck, dude? The Wii comes by, still region locked.
I don't know. I think the PS3 and the Xbox 360 were still region locked. I know. I'm 90% sure the Xbox 360 was the region locked.
Okay, the 360 was region locked, but the PS3 was not.
PS3 wasn't?
It was not region locked.
Okay, because I'm pretty sure that you still had region locks on Xbox 360. I could be wrong, or maybe they patched it out later. Maybe it started region locked and patched it out. I'm not entirely sure. But, I mean, it's not like it's a super old thing that people have been doing region-free, but Nintendo is coming in last to this party.
Yeah. I mean, better now than never, so to say. And this one's kind of stupid. The battery lasts 2.5 to 6.5 hours, depending on the game. Now, that's a problem.
So, 6.5 if you're playing 1, 2, 3 Switch... And
2.5 hours if you're playing Skyrim.
Yeah.
Unless you have a power bank, then you should be fine.
See, that's something I didn't know, and I was hoping it was until you said it, that the charging is going to be micro USB.
It's micro USB.
That's great.
That is good.
Everyone who's got, like, anyone who played Pokemon Go, which is a lot of people, or Ingress, and you've got that big ass battery pack.
You're set.
You're set. You can plug in your Switch to that, take it on the go.
And then you could play it for more than 6.5 hours. Maybe even 7 hours.
Maybe.
Depending on the game.
This is wishful thinking, but maybe.
Maybe it'll work.
3 hours instead of 2.5 if you're playing Skyrim.
Oh, man. I can't believe Cody was actually super stoked for that.
I'm not.
I mean, our friend Cody literally said, I can't wait I want this Switch. I want to play Skyrim. I'm like, you bought it like 3 times already.
I don't blame... I know where he's coming from. I love Skyrim 2. Oblivion was my favorite of the Elder Scrolls. I started in Morrowind. I didn't play the older ones, but I started with Morrowind. Oblivion was my favorite. Skyrim's I've spent a lot of hours in, and I have not bought it 3 times. I bought it 2 times. I've only ever owned it on console. But yeah, I'm not gonna buy it. I already have it on PS4. Why would I ever buy it on Switch?
Yeah.
I've got the better version on PS4.
Why do you want to buy the Switch version? And it's like, I want to play Skyrim on the go. You don't need to. Why would you want... It's gonna die in 2.5 hours. You're gonna enjoy those 2.5 hours, and you're gonna be like, oh shit, I forgot my power bank at home.
You're gonna run from White Winterhold to fucking to Solitude, and then your game's gonna die.
So, come on now. I mean, that's stupid. So, if you're the kind of person that wants to bring their Switch on the go, buy a power bank. It's like what, $30 or $40?
Mm-hmm. For a decently sized
for
one.
like a 20,000 milliwatt one. It's only that would probably fully charge it up to like what, 6 times maybe.
I don't know. I mean,
it depends on
the
depends on the battery. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But for phones, it takes like what? It recharges it like 6 to 7 times.
Yeah, but admittedly, that is a phone, not a console.
That is true. But
you might get like 1.5 charges out of like one of our big power banks.
Yeah, that is kind of true.
So, I mean, if that is true, though, then you're extending the life playing Skyrim by at least 3 hours.
So, you're set, I guess.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Just have multiple power banks.
Now, up to 8 Switch systems can be connected for local multiplayer. Now, all you got to do is find 7 other people that bought a Switch and they decided to bring it with them.
You know, though, our group of friends probably won't be too hard to find.
Yeah. I already knew that I was going to buy my own.
Yeah.
I'm already going to buy my own.
I might also, as well. I might also buy one.
So that's already 3. Mm-hmm. That's 3 already. So we just need to find 5 more. And then you're set.
Chelpy. She's probably going to buy one.
Probably.
Cody's going to buy one, but we don't see Cody all that often.
Tim might buy one.
Well, he has to because Shin Megami Tensei.
Oh, yeah. Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Tensei, yeah. Is coming out.
It's coming to Switch.
Yeah.
I saw that and I'm like, oh,
Did you see his comment when he said that? He said, that's Shin Megami Tensei. And he's like,
that's Shin Megami Tensei. Fuck.
Yeah.
Guess I gotta go get it now.
Yep.
Don't worry, man. I'm gonna get it too.
Yeah. So Tim's gonna have one.
I'll be there. Let's see. NFC reader can read amiibos.
I mean, they have that in the Wii.
Oh my god!
Why would they stop their cash crop of amiibos?
That's so new. The button below the D-pad captures screenshots and video capture soon. So like any other modern, current gen console.
Fucking Zach got mad at me because I was on Discord with him while the presentation was going, and I made a flippant comment about that. Basically, how it's a button that Xbox and PS4 already has. Like, so it's still cool. I'm like, I'm not saying it's not cool. I'm just saying everyone else has already got it.
I mean, I guess I can understand why. And
first, it's starting, like PS4 and stuff started with the ability to record video and pictures, and I think stream.
Yeah, both were able to stream, but back then, it's like Xbox would be able to stream on Twitch, and then for some stupid reason, PS4 would only be able to stream on Ustream.
Yeah.
And then people had a big deal about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I would understand. Why the fuck would you want to stream on Ustream?
Yeah, I don't get it. The only time I ever watched Ustream was to watch a live stream of a revolt in the Ukraine.
That's what you should use it for.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was interesting. That
was
political upheaval. There was a person put a camera out their window, and you just saw lines of police and people throwing Molotov cocktails and shit. Shit was bananas. That's the only time I've ever gone on Ustream.
BANANAS.
Yeah. But the switch button starts with only the ability to take a screenshot, and later through a patch will get the ability to record a video. No mention of streaming.
Maybe after, but I don't know. I highly doubt it. I'm not gonna lie, I highly doubt it. Just get a capture card.
You'll only be able to stream on the Miiverse or something.
Oh, joy! Because I love streaming on the Miiverse. Joy-Cons. Those things are called Joy-Cons.
Joy-Cons.
They include gyrometers.
Yay! I showed you that.
Imagine holding a cup with 1 ice cube, 2 ice cubes, 3 ice cubes. Now imagine pouring it with water. It feels like you're actually holding a cup with water.
HD vibration. Yeah. It's called HD vibration. I saw
that and I'm like, am I watching Info Channel right now?
That was great.
It now has over 1 million colors. We are streaming live 24/7, 365, 10,000 years. Come on, guys. What the fuck does... What does that even mean?
HD vibrate. Well, obviously.
HD rumble. Accuracy to a point where you can feel difference. What?
I'm assuming it's at a point where, like, say, okay, so you're pouring the water out of the glass with the ice cubes. When the ice cubes shift and fall against the glass, it will make, like, a slight portion of the controller a sharper vibration, so it feels like how an ice cube would feel when it would hit the glass.
What I want to know is, would we feel the sensation of jacking off? It's like you're feeling like skin, like friction with your hands.
Yeah, but then you realize that you're no longer holding the
and then you
controller,
realize,
you're
oh
actually
god,
just jacking off.
your hands are all sticky. Yeah, you just completely dropped your stupid Joy-Con.
That's
and
how
you
real
just
it
ended up
is.
jacking
That's
off.
how real it is.
Wow, HD rumble accuracy. I can point. It gets to a point where I can feel difference. Now I feel soft. Why is this? I feel relieved.
I feel shame.
I feel
remorse.
I feel disgusted.
That post-jack clarity is coming. Why did I buy a Switch? No.
It's time to switch to this person. Let's see. 1-2 Switched was announced. Minigames where players use Joy-Cons to imitate real-life actions, like fast draw with Joy-Cons as guns. And it's a launch title.
It's
whoop-de-doo.
It's stupid.
It's the game where you don't even look at the screen. You have to look directly in the eyes of your friends.
Yeah. You missed the treehouse, right?
Yeah, I did.
They had a part where they played the games on it, and I showed you the GIF of the milking one where they slapped the Brazers logo on it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. It's terrible. I don't want to be staring at someone else.
I imagine that we're at the house, and then Zach just for some reason buys 1-2 Switch, and then you're just sitting there on the couch. You're like, yeah, this is terrible.
Hey, if he ever says let's play 1-2 Switch, I'm gonna be like, okay,
I'm a count to Switch.
That shit better be out.
That shit better be out. 1-2 Switch that fucking game right now.
1-2 Switch that shit off. I just want to see if
I
he
count
ever
to Switch, I'm gonna say, boy, yo ass sleep. If you don't turn that shit off.
If we ever play it, I want to see you do the eating contest.
I'm going to be very slow, and I like to take my time. As you can see, with the ice cream that I had earlier, I took my time. Zach, on the other hand, will probably speed it up.
Inhaled it. See?
That's all you hear is...
Yeah. And then what was his logic? If I eat it faster, I'll warm up faster.
I won't get cold anymore if I eat it faster.
It was cold. It was cold as fuck, and we're sitting outside of Foster's Freeze eating ice cream. Not a smart move, but we wanted Foster's Freeze ice cream, and his solution to the fact that the ice cream was making him cold was to eat it faster so that he wouldn't be cold anymore.
It didn't work.
It didn't work. That dude was shivering like only a white person could.
Yeah, Mr. Whitey McMahoney's there. I'm kidding, Zach. If you're listening to this, I'm kidding. Okay, another game was announced called... This is so stupid. The game called Arms.
You use your arms to play it. Oh!
I can't wait for the sequel. Legs and limbs and heads
and tongue. It just gets more
and
perverse.
the M-rated version penis and ass.
Titties. Ass and titties.
Oh boy, that's gonna be fun. It is a boxing game where characters have extendable arms. Gameplay similar to Wii Sports Boxing with more mechanics.
Exactly. That's what I said when I was watching it. I was like, this is Wii Sports Boxing. This isn't anything new. They just added more bells and whistles.
So what you're going to do is you're going to extend your arm and curve it.
Yeah.
To make the thing like actually curve.
At distance,
so whip, and then you nay, and that's when it curves. Okay? Welcome back to 2016, everybody. My name is Bruce.
But admittedly, that looked a little fun. I always liked Wii Boxing. So this looked a little fun. The 1-2 Switch looks so much worse than Wii Sports was.
It looks absolute garbage.
Yeah, so at least this one looks slightly better just because they took something that was already,
decent
and added bells and whistles. Yeah.
I had fun with it before.
Yeah.
I don't see why.
It was a great way to see which of your friends was the most out of shape.
Exactly. Because it'd be like, man, you need to work out. And that's when you're like, man, I'm going to fucking punch you in real life. Not the me. Not your me. Actually, you. I'm going to punch you. Now, Splatoon 2 was announced. I thought this was fucking awesome. I thought it was just going to be like a port of Splatoon with like some extra stuff. I wasn't expecting a full-blown sequel.
That's what... While I was watching it, I flip-flopped between port and new game several times. I'm like, what is this? I don't know. Until the end, I was like, okay, it is a new game.
So there's new areas, new weapons, new hairstyles. I could see that. That was like a new hairstyle. Look, one of those the squidlings looked like a fucking fuckboy with like his short hair. And I'm like, oh my god. They are embracing the fuckboy culture. Boy, yo ass sleep.
He rides around on a hoverboard.
Please don't. That was so... Oh, fuck. That was so stupid. Did you know my friend went to an anime convention and he took a picture of a guy in a stall. He was sitting down, but he was still on his hoverboard.
Well, of course, he didn't want to lose it.
Exactly. But why the fuck would you bring a hoverboard to the bathroom?
Like, bathroom.
He's in the bathroom stall.
I thought you meant stall as in...
Not a urinal, like an actual...
No, I thought you meant stall as in like a display.
Oh, no.
Like on the showroom floor.
He went to take a shit and he was still on his hoverboard when he was taking a shit.
I mean, well, again...
That is stupid.
It's still...
2016 was a shit year, man.
Honestly, at a convention, a convention
Leave it
center...
in your hotel room. It's not going anywhere.
That's true. Well, don't buy it in the first place. But that's neither here nor there.
If you end up buying it like an idiot, leave it in your room.
Yeah, I'm going to play devil's advocate, though.
Walk.
Barring the whole fact that he shouldn't have bought it in the first place, he's already got it. He brought it. Against better judgment, he brought it to the actual convention.
And he had to use the bathroom.
And he had to use the bathroom. Where's he going to put it?
And at that point, he's like, you know what would be really cool? If I still ride my hoverboard while I'm taking a shit.
Yeah, but where's he going to put it? Where's he going to put it? I mean, I'm going to say this, I wouldn't be in the position you're in because I wouldn't have bought one in the first place, but in some weird, bizarro world where I did, and I had to take a shit, I would also have kept my feet on it too, because I wouldn't like pick it up and lean it against the stall wall. You don't know where that stall wall's been. Fucking... There, yeah.
Only there.
Yeah, but, I sympathize with him only in the fact that if I had a gun against my head and forced to buy a hoverboard and then forced to go through that set of circumstances, I would also ride it.
He didn't have a gun pointed against his head.
No, he didn't.
He bought it because he thought it was cool.
And that's where my sympathy ends.
And he fucking brought it in the bathroom and he started riding it while taking a shit.
Well, apparently...
What a time to be alive.
Did you know the healthiest position for you to take a shit is with your knees slightly up?
No.
Did you know that? Because people are evolutionarily designed to squat when we shit. You know, out in the woods, you'd squat down to take a shit. So that position with our legs, because there's a muscle band that wraps around the lower intestines, like the colon, that is supposed to, when we have our feet up like that, it relaxes around the colon and allows proper evacuation of bowels. But when we sit like we are sitting now, it's
gonna be
a little
harder.
tighter. It's a little tighter on the colon, which you know is supposedly not good. Okay, this could all be new age bullshit, but this is just what I saw and what I read. But yeah, so apparently that is he was having a healthier shit than anyone else in that bathroom right there
because he brought his stupid
because
hoverboard.
He bought his hoverboard.
God, that's dumb. I mean, see, you learn new things here every day.
Yeah, there you go.
Even on a fucking podcast like this.
The next time you take a shit, hug your knees to your chin. You'll take the best shit of your life.
It'll come out very fast.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have to shit Vera Bradley anymore.
I didn't even know we had one of those shops in the mall, the Delaware Mall around here. And
no, I saw that and I sent a snap.
Yeah.
I did a story and I did that same joke, and then one of the girls was like, "Oh, you're so funny," and I'm like, I'm just mimicking somebody.
Yeah, this is someone else's joke.
This is someone's joke. I don't take credit for this. See, I'm the kind of person that doesn't take credit for shit that's obviously not made by me.
Yeah.
Okay. So, if someone says you're funny, I'm like, "Oh, thank you," but it's not my idea. It's like
I'm a fake.
I'm a fake. I'm
I'm
a
a
phony.
fraud.
I'm a fucking fraud. Look at me. Shit.
Look at me in my monkey suit dancing for coins.
I'm a fucking fraud.
You know what I just realized? The line of cars has stopped. It's been stopped for a bit.
I guess they cleared it up now. About fucking time. Now, back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
Super Mario Odyssey was announced. The first time since 64 in Galaxy for Sandbox Worlds, Mario can now scaffold on ledges, throw cap as projectile, and it's releasing this holiday season. The first thing I fucking noticed was, man, that boy is small.
Yeah.
He is so small.
Dude, he's like kneecap height.
You can punt him and he probably wouldn't feel a thing. He is as big as a
feel
fucking
everything.
fire hydrant. He is as tall as a fire hydrant. Bruh.
I couldn't understand, like, when that trailer started and it was just showing the city, I
wasn't expecting Mario to run around.
I actually instinctually thought, is this Mario? But I'm like, but this is a real city. What is this?
But then I
This is
see
New
like
York.
a question mark block as like, you know, those blinking lights when you're walking
And
and
then-
then needing to stop. And I'm like, hold on, is this fucking Mario?
Yeah, and then I saw and it started focusing on a manhole cover, and I was like, so this is either
Teenage
Mario's or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's what I thought.
Is this a crossover? And then you fucking see Mario, I'm like, oh my god, he's home.
Yeah,
He's back in Brooklyn.
he's in New York.
Ouija, we're back in Brooklyn.
I was like, what the fuck? And why is everyone in New York dressed like it's the 1930s?
Yeah, like not everybody
It's
dresses up like a fucking businessman and businesswoman.
No, like the girls and stuff were dressed like flappers, and the men were dressed as businessmen, but all the taxis were like cars from the 90s. Like, what's going on here?
This is in New York City. This is New Donk City.
New Dong City. God, okay.
Weird name for a city.
He's got a Magnum Dong.
Ooh, uh-oh. I dropped my monster condom that I use for my Magnum Dong. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. More like It's Always Sunny in New Donk City.
It's not Mario anymore. It's Dr. Mantis Toboggan.
Mantis Toboggan. So it's Toboggan Odyssey? Is that what it's called?
And then fucking and then the at the very end, after he had the everyone heard that walking down the street talking to each other. How the fuck dare they?
Singing doo-wah dee dee dum dee doo.
But at the very end they showed him throwing the hat and you being able to use it as a platform. Like, oh, that's a cool mechanic.
Until
that
what
brings
you
up.
see at the very
And
end.
then,
You see those two eyes.
And then
you know what I
fucking
immediately
eyes.
thought?
I was like, God! I yelled in the fucking Discord. I'm like, the fucking hat's alive! God damn it!
But you want to know why I say the hat's alive?
Why?
Because it reminds me of that stupid McDonald's Happy Meal toy. You know that Happy Meal thing where it's like that stupid Happy Meal box with the two eyes?
Yeah.
That's what it fucking is. It's just that. Minus the annoying mouth and minus the stupid golden arch.
So basically,
Like, if you see, like I go on Tumblr a lot,
Yeah.
and I see some pictures, they fucking post that shit. They just
Oh.
added the mouth and the stupid, like, McDonald's logo on top, and I'm like, oh, fuck, that does look like it, doesn't it? Just because of the eyes. Oh, Jesus.
I'll just be happy if the new Mario opens up with his head floating there, and you can mess with his head like in
Like in Mario 64.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool. And Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was announced.
Again, this whole presentation was just a mass of me being like, is this game? It doesn't exactly look like this game, but it feels like I'm getting the feeling that it's this game, and it turns out it is this game.
So it's like, great.
Originally I was like, is this Xenoblade? And I'm like, the art style's a little bit more cartoony than Xenoblade usually is. But no, it's fucking Xenoblade.
The frame rate didn't look too good either.
No, it didn't.
It looked pretty slow.
Yeah. Of course, it was also just a trailer. And
Yeah, but
also, I saw
gonna-
some footage of what looked to be 60 FPS. I was like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, whatever. It's whatever.
Then today I saw a tweet from Wario, of the Mario Odyssey that it supposedly runs in 120 FPS.
What the fuck?
That's what he said.
That's crazy.
Even though, people debate this all the time, but you can't, once it surpasses 60 frames per second, your eye can't discern the difference anymore.
It's like, how can you look at 120 frames per second? Just have more glasses frames.
More glasses.
Duh.
You just gotta
Need 60 more so you can see 120 frames per second right there.
so that the 120 frames looks like 60. Like, then that defeats the purpose, doesn't it?
Shh. Can it with your logic. Stop being right.
I think it's more for the whole thing. Like, if it runs at 120 frames per second,
Then I'm packing 12 inches.
okay. I was going to say the reason why it runs at 120 would be for the whole, runs 2.5 times slower when undocked, so that even while undocked, it's getting close to 60.
But if it's running 120 frames, then I'm packing 12 inches. I'm packing a foot long down here. Okay, I'm going to move on. Fire Emblem Warriors was also announced.
I couldn't give a shit. I've never played
I thought Hyrule Warriors was cool, but the fact that they're adding Fire Emblem characters is like, that's okay, I guess. I'm not gonna get it.
Wait, it's like a Dynasty Warriors. I thought it was just another actual fucking.
No, it's like
Fire Emblem.
It's like Dynasty Warriors. It's called Fire Emblem Warriors.
Oh, then I might actually be slightly interested, because I have no interest in the.
I might have a slight chub, slightly aroused.
Slight chub, all like 1 out of 3 inches of it. Woo!
He said it, not me. Dragon Quest X and Dragon Quest XI is releasing on the Switch in Japan.
I'm interested in that.
And Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2 also releasing as well.
Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2. Is that another like Dynasty Warriors-esque shit?
No, it's just Dragon Quest.
Oh, it's just 1 and 2?
It's just Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2.
Okay.
Don't know.
I've been meaning to play Dragon Quest games. I've only played fucking Dragon Quest Builders.
Oh God.
Hey, it's a good game. Stop it.
Get some help.
Stop that.
Project Octopath Traveler
That's
was announced. New RPG from Square Enix. 2D sprites in a 3D environment. Why?
Well, I mean, it's good.
It looks nice.
Yeah, and when was the last time Square Enix developed a new IP? Not published it, but was the developer of a new IP.
Was Bravely Default not in the list?
Oh shit, Bravely Default was them, wasn't it?
That was a brand new IP that they made.
Oh, okay.
So
I'd
say fairly recent.
Yeah, I was thinking. I completely forgot. I was thinking like it's been a long time. Yeah, but no, Bravely Default was recent.
Skyrim port announced. We all know that. A new No More Heroes title was announced.
Awesome.
I cannot fucking wait. I love the No More Heroes series.
But you want to know the best part of that Suda51's presentation for that?
Was the translator. Someone give that dude a blanket, some milk, and some cookies. Because he needs some milk.
He sounded like he had spent his entire life locked up in a basement and whipped periodically, only to be let out for this one moment to translate this, and he was so beaten down and so unsure of himself, and because he knew right after this was over, it was back to the basement for more whippings.
Jesus Christ. Your imagination is wild.
It was so bad. I was like, this dude lied on his resume. He does not speak Japanese.
He is not a good translator.
He is
that's
making
for sure.
up what Suda's saying.
What if he said, like, what's up, bitches? Bust out those titties because I'm going to suck them. And then he's like, I am very glad to be here today. Did he really say that? Suda51 sounds like the kind of guy that would be saying stupid shit like that.
Oh, I need to make a small addendum. Last week's podcast, I said Suda51 follows me on Twitter. It's not Suda51. It's Swery that follows me.
Oh.
Swery65
so
that follows
like
me.
5
not
or 6
Suda51.
of you that actually watched that.
Yeah.
And
Sorry,
got that.
I lied about Suda51 following me on Twitter. I mixed him up for Swery65.
You freaking moron. You believed him.
Swery65 is still a game developer who made fucking Deadly Premonition, so
Who made
fuck
fucking,
it.
Who made fucking...
One of my favorite games of all time.
Stupid.
Sorry about that. I got a tickle in my throat.
Oh god, this was stupid. A FIFA port was announced.
Oh, joy.
Yes. I can finally achieve my lifelong dream of playing FIFA on the go on my Switch with my cousins because they like to play FIFA on the Xbox. So I can be like, oh, hey, I'm playing FIFA too. They're going to be like, ha! on a Nintendo product. Get the fuck out of here.
Nerd.
You damn weeb. Go back to playing your Mario or your Skyrim or your Splatoon. You weirdo.
They spit on you.
I'm gonna tell on you.
You hurt my feelings.
I don't give a fuck. No, they're not really like that, but so we need to
that
hurry
was
it
such
up.
a weird
My
choice.
battery's gonna die.
Yeah, we have
again.
10%
Woo!
battery. We might actually need to.
So another thing that's happened: Disgaea 5 was announced.
It's a port.
It's a port. Bomberman R. I'm stoked for that.
Yeah, I saw Bomberman
love
flash
Bomberman.
by in the very beginning, and I was like, that was Bomberman. You can't just fucking flash by Bomberman and not give me fucking details, which is exactly what they did.
And I Am Setsuna, shown in sizzle reel.
Mm-hmm.
The Switch will be playable before launch in 6 separate Sundays in 6 cities in North America.
And they're going to be complete and utter shit shows. Traffic's going to suck, and people are going to die. Have fun.
Look at this guy, man.
Right on top,
You hearing
dude.
this?
I'm on top of it.
It's going to be in LA in February.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe there might be traffic. People die every day, so that's already a given.
Exactly.
Not because of a Switch event.
So nothing I said was false.
He just needed to be more specific.
No, I needed to be less specific. That way, everything I said is true. And as I said it, everything I said is true.
I mean, I guess. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is going to be a launch title. That's good.
And you can, again, look back in the previous fucking podcast. I wasn't too stoked on it. I was like, Zelda's the same as it ever was.
Same as it ever was. Yeah.
Same as it ever was. Yeah. But then they played the trailer, and I realized something very important, is that
There's voice
acting.
I was surprised as you were.
Everyone's got a voice, except for Link. I'm still waiting for that. Like we said, give that Nolan North a shot for that for that fucking Link role. No,
don't give Nolan North. Don't give Nolan North that fucking opportunity.
We don't need Link to sound like Nathan Drake.
Sully! What?
Oh, sorry, I can't control myself.
Oh,
and Zelda's
sorry.
like, who's Sully?
Zelda! Oh no!
Oh, very low. We're gonna have to go. Okay, but anyways, voice acting, awesome. We need to fucking stop this and save this, or we're gonna lose all this.
Two more things. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was announced. Has a lot more DLC. And then the last thing that was on here that's not Switch related, but I forgot to talk about it. Red Dead Redemption 2 has a leaked release date, and it's going to be October 2nd.
Fucking awesome. I love that. But I'm sorry, we can't talk about that anymore. We've got like 5% battery. We need to stop and we need to save.
We are the greatest.
We are so
all time.
prepared, always professional. But this has been episode 9 of the Leftover Fruit Podcast. I'm Trevor.
And I'm Bruce.
And thanks for listening.
Goodbye.